Warning, the following show features stunts performed either by professionals or under the supervision of professionals. Accordingly, everything's spicy and the producers must insist that no one attempt to recreate or reenact any stunt or activity performed on this show.
First time going live. Hey, everyone. It's good to see y'all. Welcome. It is Monday night, man. We got 22 people in the house, guys. Hey, click the thumbs up, share us out, let everybody know where you're hanging out tonight. We will do our best to make this an entertaining night. You know how we do that? With y'all coming up and hanging out with us, being entertaining yourself, having good stuff to say in the chat. Hey, you know what? I can only do so much. I'm only one person. But it's good to see y'all here. Oh, my goodness. Monday. Hey, finally got rid of some stuff, man. You know, if you got any of those things in your garage, I don't know if you've seen any of the videos I've posted. In my garage, I've had a set of steps for my daughter's trailer that I built her like 4 years ago with like a nice big landing, 4 steps going down. Been in my garage for literally 4 years. After about a year or so being there, it turned out that, you know, she was getting out of there. We didn't need to take them there. And they were heavy as hell. I mean, I built them with 4x4 interior construction, and it was going to be hard for me to get them out to her anyways. I finally sold them. We got them gone. I put them up on Facebook Marketplace on Saturday night. And by Sunday morning, they were gone. So it's good to get rid of some of that. So good to free up that big of an area in my garage. That was a big area in my garage that was being taken up. Any of you guys that have garages and appreciate the space you have in your garage, it's great to have cleared up. So it's good to see we got 31 people in the house, guys. Again, hit the thumbs up, share us out. We're gonna be hanging out tonight. I don't know how long. As long as you guys are interested in what we're doing, I'm interested in staying here and hanging out with you guys just as long as you wanted to. So, but those truck steps look awesome. A lot of work. Oh, yeah. Well, those weren't truck steps, but, you know, whatever you want to call them. But, so, yeah. Hey, good thing for me. My folks are in town. My folks are up from Florida, so they've been here a few days now. Got to spend a couple of days with them. And, yeah, it's been great to see them. You know, they say, you know, you got people from out of town like that, folks coming up from Florida. You got to start looking at things like that. You've only got so many visits left with them. And I started looking at that because I heard somebody say that. And I was like, you know what? There's only so many more trips they're going to be able to make up from Florida until I don't get to see them anymore. So I'm trying to make the most of this week that they're here. So really glad to still have my folks at this stage of my life and of their life. So what's up, David Bays? How you doing? Let's go to the chat. Let's go to the chat and say hi to folks that are hanging out with us. So if you just got popped in here, give me a minute and we'll get to you. Kathy Vahan. That's Kathy Vapes with a Gahan. That's a Kathy Vahan. Kathy Gahan Vapes is in the house. What's up? How you doing, Kathy? Will the rocker Will's in the house. Good to see you, my friend. Harry, the metal music maniac, is in the house. That day will come when a company creates a balut flavored soda. No freaking way. That would be disgusting. Rebecca Felter's in the house. Smash that like button, y'all, and share the stream out on all your social media. Thank you, Rebecca Felter. Appreciate it, girl. Always looking out for me. We got who else we got in here? Keep going down the line. We're doing a lot of chatting the last 20 minutes since before people even got in here. So Twisted Art Lady Samantha's in the house. Do we get paid to be here? No, you don't get paid to be here, Mike. What's up, Axe and Nacho? Good to see you. I'm going to get to you again. I keep seeing people pop in. I don't want people to not feel because we haven't got to them yet. Newfoundland and Zingo family. Like I don't know they're here because I do know they're here. We just got to get to them. Mick T is in the house. What's up, Mick T? Good to see you. We got Kimberly Ferris is in the house. Good to see you, Kimberly Ferris. Oh, let's see. Newfoundland or Zingo family. Did I just say Newfoundland or Zinger family? I don't know. Stephen Carter's in the house. What's up, Stephen? Good to see you. Peppers. My brother Peppers in Kentucky living. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. E-Waste Mike is in the house. What's up, Mike? Good to see you. CB Inglesby is here. Good to see you. Raven the Blackbird is in the house. Bourbon Bounty's here. He's like, let's go. So Bourbon Bounty's here. Good to see you, Bourbon Bounty. Twisted Art Lady Samantha's in the house. What's up, Twisted Art Lady Samantha? Let's see who else we got in the house. I miss anybody? And we keep going down the line. I said hi to Peppers. Good to see you. I keep going through licks. Again, we got Axe and Nacho. He said, bye, Felicia. You ain't got to pay me. I'm gone. Cindy, Steam, Fire, Ice, Hunt for Heat, whatever you want to call what she is today. Today she is Steam, Fire, and Ice. Today she is the video game channel. Good to see you. David Bays in the house. What's up, David Bays? Good to see you. Man, we had 31 people in here. Now we got nobody in here. We got down to 18. Hang around. Maybe this is off a little bit. I doubt it, though. Had a bunch of people in here. Come hang out. Come see what we're doing tonight. That's bullshit. Yeah, it is bullshit, Mike. So we got some people we're going to bring up out of the basement. Let's just pop some folks up here, shall we? We're going to go with, what's up, Raven? Good to see you, my friend.
I'm doing good.
There's no trash bag.
Grandma.
Oh,
Well, we don't got. Second, I bring Fulton up, man. He's all doing something else. Joe W. Life Ventures in the house. What's up, man? Travis is here. Ahoy, Travis.
I don't know.
Are you paying attention, Fulton? Are you paying attention?
Hey, how you doing, Phil?
You fix it?
So I got paid, but was it a pickup?
Just having some Taco Bell tonight.
Are you?
Yeah. And they forgot my chips. My chips and cheese.
That's just rotten, man.
Yeah.
chips.
That's what they always say. What was it? One of the Joe Pesci in one of the Die Hard movies. They fuck you through the drive-through. Joe W. My dog stepped on a bee. All right, we got one more gentleman down in the basement here, Bourbon Bounty. What's up, Bourbon Bounty?
Hey,
What's up,
Jody.
what's up?
man? I have been editing like crazy.
Oh, I bet.
Have you?
You're working on that trip that you took and that all that?
Yeah, the documentary film. It's on YouTube right now, but it's not listed, and I'll set it as a premiere soon.
Hey, get ready, Jody. I will interview you on your documentary.
All right.
Yeah, it's
I just need to find a day. And
Premieres are way to go when you have a longer video. So back in the day when I used to do longer videos, that's what you would always do with those. Is, keep people around longer.
Doesn't always work.
Yes.
So what have you been up to, Raven?
Just keep them busy.
Keep him busy. Now that's kind of what we're trying to do. Hey, again, I've stayed busy all weekend. We got the kids over to the house, and they got to see my parents, which is good when all of them get to see them. So, what's up, Moose Gal? Gemma's Journey Grace, how you doing?
Gemma, how you doing?
Gemma.
Oh. Then of course, we're back to in the car business. We're back to the practically nothing in inventory levels again. Kind of sucks. So,
well, look at how idiotic this person's doing his job.
There's Samantha. What's up, Sam?
What's up,
hello.
Sam?
How are you?
I am great. How are y'all?
The stunningly beautiful.
Fantastic. Couldn't be better.
Samantha Twisted Art Lady is in the house.
Well, thank you, Bourbon Bounty. You're always so
Hey,
sweet.
Gemma.
Journey Grace. What's up, Gemma?
Hello.
I
Hello,
know
How are you
Gemma.
I work
doing?
late for her. It's after
Her
midnight
voice
there in the
is
UK.
like
Lady,
the
Raven, Mr. Bolton, Mr. Bounty.
Yeah, how you doing?
I'm good. How's everybody?
I
I'm
think
doing
I'm
good.
good. I think I'm good.
What's up, Cemetery 76? How you doing, man?
Keeping my mind from
Oh.
going crazy at times.
76 is a good vintage.
Cemetery
76?
76.
I think 69's better, but that's just
Hey, Peppers. Hey, Will the Rocker.
I don't think 69 in the cemetery is a good thing. Just saying.
no.
That's my take on things.
I mean, some people are into that weird stuff. So.
Yeah, that would not.
So,
be
Phil,
good.
did you not see Top Gun Maverick yet?
I have not seen Top Gun Maverick yet. No,
Fulton, Fulton,
Yeah.
I will.
please.
I will probably not go to the
Yeah.
theaters to see that. I will probably wait until I can see it at home. I
That's
pay
what
for
I'll
enough
do.
internet stuff and
As well.
Netflix and Hulu and this and that and the other. That I have a hard time unless it's something I really, really, really want to see. Like when I went and saw Jackass Forever.
Oh God.
It's something I
A
really
lot, a
want
lot
to
of
see.
people, a
I'm
lot of
the
people.
same way.
Yep.
I think
There's-
we're moving away from theaters. I think you know.
I like
There's one-
movies, but I'm not very peoply.
Yeah.
A lot of
I'm with
people.
Samantha. I'm not very people-y.
Yeah, a lot of people will not. They just don't like to be around too much with too much crowds.
Well,
And
and
who
I
wants to
don't
be in a
want to
crowded
pay.
theater elbow to elbow anymore, right?
I know. And here's a life hack. If you want to enjoy the theater a little more and you don't like people behind you or in front of you, take a bottle of water with you and toss a little on the seat. Now, hopefully no one's in that seat when you do it.
Ginger
Hey,
Nugs
Peggy, what's up?
Hey.
Well, my thing is they frown. Well, some they're starting to like movie tavern and stuff. They'll let you drink, but they frown on you pausing the movie to go take a piss. And I like to pause the movie when I go to the movie.
Me too.
That is, I don't want to miss any
pay
of it, right?
$20 and miss a third of the movie because I have a piss a lot.
The only thing I will be seeing in the theatres this year will be in just over 3 weeks' time when I go to see the Elvis film. Oh yes.
Oh, that's what
Oh,
I
I
was
wanna
going to go
see
see
that.
too, Gemma.
Man,
Oh,
my
yeah.
problem
Gemma,
is
are
that
you an
dude don't look
Elvis
nothing
fan?
like Elvis. I saw.
I'm
the-
an Elvis fan. Oh yes.
No,
Oh
I
yes.
don't.
I am too, Gemma.
But who doesn't like Elvis?
Right.
That's
You should
true.
see the videos I've done dressed in my Elvis stuff I've got a massive big box in my bedroom which is about this deep by about this long with all Elvis clothes, Elvis shoes.
No, I
belts.
like that. I like that for you. I'm just saying the guy they picked to play Elvis doesn't look like Elvis. They could have.
Oh.
Who is playing Elvis? I don't think I know.
Austin
Austin
Butler is
Butler.
playing Elvis.
Yeah.
He's fantastic. I watched an interview with him earlier that he did with I think it was
I'll be right back.
ABC News recently, and oh my god, I was impressed. I was like, "Damn, this boy can sing."
Yeah, but he
I don't
doesn't
think I've
look
ever
like
heard her say
Elvis.
damn.
Damn.
They should have put some.
I've heard Gemma use the F word.
Oh, I haven't. That would make my day.
That's scary. That's scary. First time I heard it, I was like,
Yes, I don't use that language often unless I really, really need to. Or I get triggered about something, and I'm just like,
Gemma can be a bad girl at times.
Bashan.
yes, I can.
I'm just happy to know that's in her.
There you go, right?
She's always so sweet.
She is.
I try to be for the most part, unless someone annoys me or I get upset about something. Or the thing that really irritates me recently, I know people don't mean to do it, but when I keep getting emails about people sending me messages about how to cure or fix autism, I'm just like,
You can't cure or fix autism, can you?
it's like, no, like I don't need to be fixed, people.
If it could
Well-
be cured or fixed, there would be primo doctors out there talking about that. And
Right.
since it's coming from like nobody like Billy Bob over here on the side, I don't trust that. You know, medical.
You can't cure. Sorry.
You can't cure it. You can't. No, or they would
Nope.
be putting it all over. You know, primetime TV.
You can't, but you can't cure ignorance either. So
That's
Right.
Nope, not. As much
And
as I
Gemma
try.
wouldn't be Gemma if she wasn't autistic.
I'm
She
just,
wouldn't have nothing to do with any of us.
I'm just quirky. I'm just me. If people don't like it, then it's up to them. But I'm gonna keep pushing what I do. And if people wanna try and send me these emails going, "Oh well, your life would be better if you could fix it," no, my life is
No.
what I make it.
your life would just be different.
It would. And who's
Yeah,
to
different
say
boring,
different
yes.
is better? So you want me to change me so I can be miserable like you? Yeah, screw that. You know, Gemma, are you happy?
Yes, I'm very happy.
Then don't change a damn thing
There you go.
Hell no.
ever.
It's like one of the best things that I've done is live on my own. I'm in my own apartment. I've lived on my own now for nearly 9 years.
Awesome.
I never ever thought I'd do that. So to live on my own, I've really proved people wrong in the fact that they
Yeah.
said to me, "Oh, you always live with your mum and dad." No, hello. I'm on my own here.
You know, the only people trying to
believe-
tell you to change are the miserable people. They're
They want
broke.
to
It's
be
also
miserable
people
like them.
that don't understand autism.
Well,
It's
yeah,
not.
but why would they want her to change? Like, I'm
Because
not.
they're scared. That's why.
You know, I mean, they're miserable. There's something wrong. You know, why would they?
Autistic people are actually brilliant and fully capable.
Yes, they are, and they probably live a more vibrant life.
What do you
Yeah,
do?
I
They do.
make the best of it, you know.
Like me, like people like me who have been living on my own for 35 years on my own. It has been easy and it's been hard at times.
But it's hard. It's hard for us too.
It's hard for everyone.
It's hard
Yeah.
for everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody's got their trials and tribulations, whether you have a disability or not.
Mhm.
It's just different types of trials and tribulations. There's certain expectations that are put on people who don't have a disability that everybody doesn't put on people with disabilities either. There's sometimes there's not as the same kind of expectations. So
I like happy people.
happy is good.
And just
They're better people to be around, right?
Enjoying yourselves, enjoying life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how I went to a Johnny Cash tribute at the weekend during the Queen's Platinum Jubilee at a local pub, and I've never danced so much in my life. My hips and my legs, like on Sunday morning, I got up and I'm like, ouch. Walking around my apartment limping. I'm like, ow, that really hurts. But it was worth it. It was fun. So,
We get the exercise.
yeah, I danced for like 3 hours on and off with a Johnny Cash tribute, and I'm actually going to be uploading pictures on my Facebook, hopefully today at some point. And I've got some video footage, and I'm actually going to see an Ed Sheeran tribute next week. So
Nice.
that's going to be fun.
What's
Well,
up, Barry?
all I can say, Will the Rocker, is I would try my best not to trigger anything with you, and if I do, just I'll try to do better. But for all the haters out there, watch the birdies fly. Just
Right?
bird watching right now.
Yeah.
I mean, I just like happy people. I like being around people who like to have fun, and I try to be in the moment. And if I'm too loud and it triggers somebody, I'll calm down. See, I can change me for the moment. And there's people out there that just they want to be them no matter what.
The thing is, it's about two-way communication. It works both ways.
Yeah.
Like, if I want to join in socially, like I'm doing right now, being on Phil's panel, I have to learn to adjust myself and the way that I come across with people. So therefore, it's not just how I expect people to adapt to me. I have to be flexible with adapting to other people. It's a two-way process.
we
But
got to
that's
meet
all
in the
of us.
middle. We got to meet in the middle.
Yeah.
That's right.
But that's all of us. I mean, we all have to adapt to each other, whether you have a disability or not. We're all different in every single way,
Yeah.
So we have some similarities, but for most
It's just
part,
about
we're different.
making the world inclusive for both of us. At the same time, I have to try and fit in with the world that doesn't understand me, but at the same time, I have to learn to understand myself to include myself in the world. So it works both ways.
I don't think anyone needs to fit with anyone. You just need to appreciate who appreciates you. That's everyone.
Yeah.
Just go out there, be who you are, enjoy life, enjoy being out if that's what you want to do, enjoy being home if that's what you do. Just enjoy doing what you do. And you know what? If someone doesn't accept you, it's fine. Again, I have the same problem with people that don't accept me as, I'm sure some people with disabilities don't have people that accept them. I'll tell you what, some of the best people I ever hung out with, I had about 3-4 months where I was doing some work with some folks with disabilities, and they were doing, they had their own little jobs for this job thing, and here where I live, and I don't think there was many times that I was hanging around those folks where they weren't happy. They're always laughing with each other, joking with each other. You get a group of guys and girls together like that, and in most cases, they're not. They're going to have so many differences. They're going to be so judgmental of one another, and kind of worried about saying this or worried about saying that. That it's an uncomfortable situation. These folks were some of the best people I hung out with.
No, we, well, when I was in the Air Force, we did put on a Special Olympics over in Japan, and it was at Yokota Air Base, Japan, and they shipped, a whole bunch of folks in, and we were like security type, like slash paint the field slash keep everything coordinated type thing. It was the best time I ever had. And then when I was back in the States, I went to Missouri and we went to the state fair and the Goo Goo Dolls were out there. And we were supposed to be like security for like, the stage, like the prom show. And these were just assholes. I mean, they're just assholes. And I didn't even want to protect them. I was like, whatever. But when I was in Japan, that was like we just tried to play it up, make it big, make it official, make it formal, make it like, hey, this is important type thing.
Okay, I know of something, and a lot of people don't realize that if you don't go and see how the people with disabilities really do a lot of interesting stuff,
Yeah.
check out the Special Olympics in your local communities.
I heard about that, Raven, for Special Olympics, because I was in Special Olympics before, but no.
I was
Again.
too. I was too.
Yeah.
I mean, Gemma, have you ever been with the Special Olympics in UK?
Yeah, we do. We've only just started having it the last probably 3 or 4 years that I've known of, but there's a lot more disability team sports. I actually set up a project with the local football club here in my hometown, and they do what's called accessibility sports. So basically, they've got sports for men, women, children, and I'm actually working on a autism project with them. So when autistic people want to go to football matches, there's activities they can join in. They can get to meet players, and it can be in a more quiet venue. It doesn't have to be out in the actual pitch, and there's opportunities for them to go into private rooms and stuff like that. So that's going to be an upcoming project that I'm doing. Also, I'm trying to get my book sorted because I'm trying to get my poems hopefully this year published. So
How big is that book? Is that full of poems?
Yep, there's over 300 in there right now.
Oh wow!
Wow.
That I've written.
You get it published.
I've only got one poem. It's back up here on the wall still.
Roses
I
are
know.
red,
It's my
spirits
favorite.
yellow.
Back here framed. Yep.
No matter what anybody says, he's a real nice fellow.
I just play one on YouTube.
Yeah.
Well, maybe, Joey, if you sell your book all over the world, they can buy your book.
Yeah, writing's become my main passion. It's kind of become something that I didn't really necessarily see it taking off, and then now a lot on my channel, a lot of people love the poems, and they want me to do more poetry live streams. I'm like, I kind of don't do it because I'm like, I don't really want it to become a live stream thing, but at the same time, a lot of people are like, but we like reading your poetry, like you help us relax and de-stress, and I'm like, okay, maybe I have to start bringing them back, and I have just wrote another new one today that I just filed in there, so I may go live on probably Wednesday night my time and do a couple of hours of poetry reading and a hangout. So hopefully that'll be something that I'll do on Wednesday, I hope.
A lot of commotion going up above me.
Well, I should probably head off, Phil. but continue to keep
What's up,
praying for me
Bradley?
and my family.
What's up, Bradley? Well, hey,
Good,
Fulton, thanks for coming hanging out with us, man.
Hey.
I'm
Thanks
still
for
having a
calling.
hard time today, Phil. I'm just
I know it's tough to lose parents or grandparents. It really is.
Sorry to
because
hear
we had
that.
to go to that funeral this Wednesday from 3 to
Yeah.
7. Then Thursday we had to go to the cemetery at 9:30. I'll be taking off from work
Yeah.
then.
Yeah, I can remember losing my grandma back when I was probably in my 20s, maybe early 30s, and it was tough. It was tough, you know. She at one point in my life when I was a young man growing up before I went to the military, she was a big part of my life. So it's always been kind of
I sympathise with you,
difficult
Mr.
losing people.
Fulton. As a lot of you guys know, I lost my grandmother. It'd be 4 years this December that my gran died, and I remember the day that actually happened. I was on YouTube. I got a phone call, and yeah, to be told at 7:45 in the morning that I'd lost my gran was kind of like, oh, yeah,
It's
that
hard
hit you really
losing
hard. So
somebody
I
that you love.
understand.
We know what you're
Yeah,
going
it
through, but we
is.
don't know what you're going through because we all go through things differently. The loss of a loved one, so
Yep.
Yeah, that's for sure.
we
She
feel for
was
you.
like
Let's say that.
she was like 67.
That's young.
That's not that old, man.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
not that old, man.
Yeah.
I'm not that far away from that. So
Hey,
shut up.
that's why it's not that old, Phil. We're not that old.
In 13 years, I'll be 67. So
Oh wow.
You're
Hope to
still
make it that
young,
long.
Phil. What you on about? You're still young.
yeah.
Well, I got
No, you
11
say.
years.
Yeah. That's somewhere right around the time 64 or something that I hope to be able to stop working, taking the Social Security that I've been putting money into all these years, being the wife, and as long as we got a little money coming in from our Social Security, the money we've got saved and whatnot, I think we'll be okay. We'll milk it right to
Hopefully
the
you can
bitter
get
end
the
and not leave anything behind for the kids. So
I'll be 34 in October. That's going.
you old maid.
23.
Oh my goodness.
I'm getting old. I know.
Old maid. There you go.
I'm getting an old woman.
She's got her own card game.
Well, Gemma, that's
Oh,
not old
34.
enough. That's not old, but it's pretty still young, and you still have
Yeah.
really good spirits in you.
Well, I remember when I first
Yeah,
got out of
I'm
the
the oldest of 3 kids, so
remember when I first got out of the military, man. I got into this business selling hot tubs and spas, and I was in my mid to early 20s. And there's a couple guys that were in their 30s. I used to give them shit about their age all the time. Now I look back at now I'm 54 and it's like, yeah, I'd love to be 35 or in my 30s.
Mhm.
Me too.
Holy crap, man.
so the
Less
other
age
day, I put up a video because I interviewed my local Elvis tribute, and I got a message from a local Michael Jackson tribute who reached out to me, and he happens to be on the autism spectrum, and he said to me, he goes, one thing, he goes, I want to ask you is about your age. And I'm like, why does everyone ask me that? And he goes, you look so young, how old are you? And I'm like, I'm nearly 34. And he was like, he emailed me back, he goes, I thought you were like 17. I was like, yeah, I wish.
I wish I was 34.
Right? What's up, Dr. Smith?
Some of us wish we were back in our 20s.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that too.
Yeah.
I don't want to be too much younger than 25, though.
Yeah, no,
Me
I mean,
either, because stupid.
I think like in our mid 30s, you were smart enough, but not too smart. You weren't 20 something dumb because in your 20s, as much as you think you're smart, you're still pretty damn dumb.
Yeah.
And when you get into your 40s, you're really starting to peek out at how smart you're going to be.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, you got
Not always.
Not always. And then
Wait.
when you get to your 50s, like I am, sometimes I'm miserable. Sometimes
God.
all this politics and stuff and whatnot that I
I only got 2
concentrate on, that I
years.
didn't concentrate on when I was
Never.
younger, makes me
Bill.
miserable.
I got 2 years on you, and so I'm a little older than
You're
you,
not
so I
miserable,
know.
Phil.
I am at times with stuff that goes through my head when it comes to politics or retiring or things like that. There's things that upset me, and I wish that things were different. And again, that doesn't make me
No,
happy.
I didn't see you
But
as a wolf. I didn't see
I
us
try not
targeting
to.
you.
I try not to concentrate on those things. And if I keep my mind occupied on other things where I don't dwell on those things, then I'm just fine.
Yeah.
So
It's not easy to not dwell on politics and stuff.
You know
like
what?
that.
There is no right answer with politics, so we're all wrong. So then, fuck it. Then
I find it pretty easy to avoid
go somewhere
politics.
else.
yeah, when I was driving home, I'm just above a quarter of a tank, and I saw $5.19 for a gallon of gas.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
What are you drinking, Phil?
Apple juice.
Me too.
Yeah, yeah,
Apple juice.
yeah,
You
yeah.
gotta
I'm
realize
drinking,
it's not apple juice.
It's fermented
spring
apple
water.
juice, but
I'm
you know.
not born yesterday, Philip.
Well, I like to chase it with a little beer, you know.
I know you do. I'm just, I know. I'm not born yesterday. I can tell
I
you're
know
drinking
you.
alcohol, Philip.
But it's a little fun. Just have a little fun with it.
Mhm.
Well, Bradley, my wife doesn't like a beard on me, and when I grow a beard, it's mostly like Raven, not as bad as Ray or as Bounty. You know, I'd probably have a little bit of black in it, but I'd be mostly gray at this point. So, what's the point?
It matches
Well-
my teeth.
There you go. See,
It's white.
There
Not
you
all. It doesn't look white.
go. Well,
This
well,
part.
at least your teeth are white and your beard is white. Imagine if your beard was brown and your teeth were brown.
Yeah,
That
that
would be bad.
yeah.
Will the Rocker,
Yeah,
that's a weird combination.
I kind
Apple
of
juice
sometimes
and
think about
chocolate.
Sty at times because I know he's going through a lot more than we all
Yeah,
wish we were.
I've noticed his beard is thinning out a little bit with all of his chemotherapy and stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm praying for the guy, man.
Yeah.
I think so.
Hey, but hey, all I'm gonna say, I'll get with you in private on that one. But no, it's gonna be a wake, man. It's gonna be, not wishing anything on anybody, and I hope he makes it through. But people like Sty, they don't want you to like. They want you to celebrate.
Oh, yeah.
The life they had. That's all
Yeah.
I'm gonna say. Is any
Hey, Peppers.
and if I go, celebrate.
Don't
Just
celebrate that I go. Celebrate the life I lived.
Just celebrate the life I live, man. I can't help.
And don't
that
celebrate
I'm
the fact that I'm
man.
gone. Woo-hoo, he's
I
gone.
can't help that. If I get hit by a bus tomorrow, y'all go fucking bust and then celebrate the life I had.
Right. Yeah, I want people to get falling down drunk at the day after they take care of me. So.
Come join me.
All right, Phil. I'm out of here.
All right, Fulton. Have a good night, my friend.
Bye, folks.
Thanks. And Jody, let me know. Message me after the show about the interview or something.
Well, we'll get to that, but we're gonna coordinate it this time because it's not gonna be in the back seat of a car.
All right. I'm not in the car, so.
Bye,
Okay.
Fulton.
I know.
All right. See ya.
All right.
Bye.
Oh, that's so
Bye.
funny.
The
Oh,
meta Bradley Whitworth,
Yeah,
877.
Bradley,
Wow,
the UK, the British people have been drinking a lot during this weekend because it was the Queen's Platinum Jubilee celebration. So there was a lot of
Yeah.
people out on the streets and in the pubs drinking this weekend. There's a lot of people.
I'm going to say something about this. Not to denigrate the British people.
Mm. Oh, that always starts off bad.
But
But
But come on,
now I'm
Raven,
gonna
get
tell you
on
how I
with it.
really feel.
spit it out, Raven.
I just don't really care for the Queen. I mean, I'm just saying. That's
Well,
my
I
opinion.
get that. I respect that.
A lot of the time, it's the other people that put policy in place that people don't care for. Who's the guy with the messy hair over there? Everybody don't like
Yeah, Boris. the
Boris.
Bojo.
Everybody seems to dislike Boris.
Yeah,
Oh,
talking
God.
of him, he, as of 3 hours ago, he just scraped through another year being re-elected. They had a no confidence vote about him tonight in the House of Commons, and he scraped through by like 105 votes.
Well,
Just-
see there.
But there's
Boris,
also
the
some
human
there's some
blowjob.
also I gotta say also some good about the Queen is she's been around a lot longer. A lot of people didn't realize how long she's been around.
Oh, really? You didn't realize it?
70
Yeah,
years.
she's
For her
the, she's
that
the
looked like
longest
she's
serving
17,
monarch.
and now she looks like 120. I mean, shit, she's been around for a long.
Yeah, she's been around
Well,
for a long
70
time.
years is
Yeah, she just celebrated her 70th year of being on the throne as a queen, and she just turned 96 a couple of days ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we try to get term limits here on government officials. Imagine that. Holy crap.
Yeah.
certain government
she's not
officials we do
entirely
have
an official.
term limits.
She's
She
not what?
old as hell.
She's not entirely an official.
No, that's a figurehead. It's a
Yeah.
Yeah, she's drawn back a lot of her duties. Like in the last probably 6 months, I can say she's drawn back a lot of her public engagement. She pulled out of a couple of national flower shows, and she pulled out of her own horse guard parade the other day due to mobility issues. So she's not as active as she used to be.
She's a damn woman's in her, what, 94 years old?
96. She turned 96 a couple
So
of
I'm
days
sure
ago.
she has good days and bad days. So
she's
Yeah,
too
just like
stubborn
everyone.
to die. That's what
yeah,
it is.
she looks like she's in better shape than Joe Biden, though.
God.
Yeah, she's doing pretty well for herself considering she's lost her husband and stuff. So she's done quite well.
All I'm going to say is if
What's
Joe
up, Andy?
Biden and the Queen were to hug each other, they got to both be careful. Don't squeeze too hard, you know.
Diana Feinstein, 60 years. Yeah, I mean, some of those people, man, they're forever. That's what I don't want to get into politics. So I don't want to start going down that road.
Let's say
Because
we did what we did.
I'll cease to be happy.
I must admit, I enjoyed a couple of ciders during the weekend. I celebrated and had some cider and saw some friends, and it was a good time.
Awesome.
So hold on here a second. So Annie, you guys making those new electric vans out there now? Is that what you're doing out there now that you guys aren't making Equinoxes? They stopped making Equinoxes in Canada April 28th. I think they're making like these electric vans. So I don't know. I don't know where we're going to get all our cars these days.
And even knowing that a lot of people don't realize that you have to charge them every time, and then you had to pay for the charges every time, and it costs more than you expect.
Yeah, well, at you know, it is a lower cost. I mean, that's it is a lower cost to charge that car than to pay for gas, especially now the gas is what it is. But where do we get the electricity from? What brings us electricity? Most places don't get it from the sun and wind. I'm in Michigan. We got 6-7 months out of the year where it's not very sunny because it's colder months where it's not very sunny.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's fossil fuel.
Exactly. If you're in California, it's fine. If you're in Texas, it's fine. If you're in those southern states, you got more wind and more sun than the northern states.
You got to realize that most people in Texas had problems with their electric.
Well, here's the deal. I when I had the Nissan Leaf, I owned an electric car for years.
Mm-hmm.
It cost me about, I think we measured the electric bill. It went up $26 a month. I drove this car everywhere around town, but the problem is I couldn't go anywhere outside of town, right? So I drove it all around town, and if I needed a longer drive vehicle, I either rented a car or I borrowed my wife's Honda Pilot, which got like 19 miles to go. But she would drive my Leaf. And yeah, it's cheaper, but it forces you to not drive anywhere. Right? So you have to like measure everything out. So if I could have driven the car anywhere I wanted to, I would have driven a lot farther, right? And then the cost would go up, but I would have to charge away from home. So I don't know. It's a kind of a wash at some point.
I
But
came I came home.
$20-something a month is cheaper than 100.
Oh heck yeah. Yeah, I parked my pickup truck on Friday when I got home from work, and it didn't drive again until Monday when I got out this morning to go to work. Now, that being said, it's not like we didn't go anywhere, but we took the vehicle with the more affordable gas, and I wasn't making a trip or two here and there. And I parked that vehicle, and I don't go anywhere if I don't have to. If I'm going to go somewhere, I plan out so I get all my running around done at one time now. Because again, $5 for a gallon of gas is not cheap.
Yeah.
Especially if you got a
Well,
pickup.
what's the size of the tank on your pickup truck?
About 20 gallons.
So $5, it would be maybe at least 100 and some.
$100 to fill that thing up from vapor. Yep.
Yeah, boy, that's.
And I go through, just going back and forth to work, I go through a tank of gas a week.
Take a look at how many people don't realize truck drivers, diesel truck drivers.
Oh,
have
and
to
that's
deal with
higher. Yeah.
It
I
is
got
really
guys-
expensive here as well for gas. Like, my sister took her car to the gas station the other day to get her car filled up. And usually she can fill her little car. It usually costs her around 60, maybe £65 to fill their car up. And about 3 days ago, we went to the gas garage, and it cost her £105 to fill her little car up.
But y'all are used to paying this shit by the liter. Because, see, the thing is, there's almost 3 liters a gallon. And when they're paying what we pay for a gallon for a liter, it's like 2.5 times more.
So
yeah.
my husband fills up our tank at least once a week. So a little more often than once a week. And it's $60 last time he filled it up.
Yep.
Everything's bigger in Texas, yeah. It's also a lot more spread out. So we do spend a
Everything
lot
in
on
the UK
gas.
is mega expensive. Like, everything's jumped massive prices. It's ridiculous expensive.
Yeah. Trendorama is like everything spicy. The cars are designed to reduce your ecological footprint. So you are not driving all over the place. Have to change way of thinking. But you know what? If we're going to build windmills, we're not building those here, by the way. If we're going to build solar panels, we're not building those here, by the way. If we're going to make batteries for electric cars, which we're not doing here, by the way, and those are being built in the places that don't give a shit if they pollute, China being one of them, and their footprint is getting worse while ours is getting better. And we do talk about a global warming, right? We do talk about global warming, not America warming or USA warming. We talk about global warming. If they're getting dirtier or we're getting cleaner, is that really making a lot of sense?
No,
It's making some impact, but not
Well,
enough.
not if we let them get dirtier to supply our clean habits.
Right. So
Yeah,
I just think things are, the planet is going to end when the planet ends, and I really don't think what we do if everybody was as bad as China and India, then yeah, we would, and of course, go to California, like places like LA and whatnot, where you see the smog, Japan, like certain parts of Japan. When you see that, if every place was like that, then yeah, our planet would go to shit quickly. But what you don't realize, there's so many places, especially in our country, the United States, there's so many places where there isn't anything. I mean, there's you go out to the Grand Canyon, go out west, go out to all these places where there's hardly anybody or nobody, and you go up north, there's so many places that there is nobody. There's small little concentrations of places like Japan, like China, not the state, not the whole countries, but there's little places where there's a bad amount of smog. Yeah, I really don't think we're doing to our planet what everybody else, or what the people that are all bound up about this, I really don't think they were doing what they say we're doing.
Maybe, but there's a huge footprint, and Asia's growing bigger and bigger all the time. And like you said, it affects the whole planet. It's not
Yeah.
just
We're definitely doing something to our planet,
Yeah,
though. I mean,
we're
we
doing
have
something.
environmental alerts in the Dallas area all the time because
shit
of.
gets worse every year. You know, I
Yeah,
mean,
but it's 110 degrees in Texas when that's it. You know what I
That
mean?
has nothing to do with environmental alert.
No.
It has nothing to do with temperature.
Okay.
It has to do with smog.
Okay. Again, you got a lot of cities in the state of Texas, which we don't. I mean, you can go down to Detroit. I haven't been down to Detroit in a while, but I don't go down to when I go through Detroit to go on vacation or something. I don't see smog around Detroit.
well, because they shut the fuck down.
Well, they are.
Detroit's not the big automaker they used to be.
I mean,
To an
you're
extent, they
probably
did.
right. But I mean, but for all those little places that are polluting heavily, there's all those other places where there's nothing.
Well, yeah, but there used to be nothing, right? And so, as a global planet, and I'm not talking politics, but just as a global planet, there used to be nothing. And
Right.
you can have a hotspot, 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 all over the place. And the more of these hotspots you have producing, we said earlier, it's a global issue. They're pushing this stuff out into the atmosphere. It's coating the earth. I mean, you know, I mean, at some point, it doesn't matter where the hotspot is. It doesn't matter how
Sometimes
many
you have to look
non-hotspots
into
there
the
are.
science of it because
Yeah.
it's basic science actually if you look at that.
Yeah, they're
But-
pushing
but-
shit to
but-
the atmosphere,
So
and
we're,
it's
so we're
causing.
saying, so we're saying the Earth isn't resilient and doesn't have the ability
Well,
to
not
regulate
at the
itself.
rate we're producing. No,
Exactly.
it does not.
And
Not
the amount of
anymore.
trees that we're cutting down and all this that's actually hurting our ozone too because
Yeah.
trees produce safer air to breathe and we're
And
cutting them down.
We're
But they
trimming
plant
the
trees
Amazon like
at the
crazy.
same rate they're cutting
Oh,
them
sure,
down.
they're planting little baby trees. That's helping us.
Yeah, but
Maybe
they were
down the road.
They were planting little baby trees back in the 1940s and 1950s.
Yeah, but we're cutting them down faster than we plant them.
Yeah.
Yep. We are.
Stop using paper, damn it.
Yeah.
It's all your fault.
Email
Yep.
people.
Hemp, baby. Hey,
Well,
you
the
know
only,
what?
the
Well,
only,
you
the only,
gotta imagine
Yeah.
not having as many newspapers nowadays with the internet, not having
When
as many
we-
daily papers. That's got to help.
When we
It
decided
helps, but
to outlaw hemp the same as marijuana, we
Yes.
killed ourselves. We fucking
truly. But it's coming back. It's coming back.
Yeah, it's coming back.
What's up, Ariel Williams? How you doing, girl?
but you also got to realize that a lot of the money, our money is not, or actually made from the clothes that we used to wear.
Oh, the American dollar is made out of linen, not necessarily, you know. And who the hell has cash on them anymore, anyways? You know, we all
That's
got
true.
debit cards, we got checkbooks. Hell, no one hardly does a checkbook anymore. You know.
Let me check. Let me see. Holy moly, look, I have bills.
You have paper money?
I have $4.
That's like seeing a payphone.
I have $4.
But used to be you would carry, you know, maybe $100+ on you for just so if you needed something, if your credit card didn't go through, if this, that, or the other. Nowadays, you know, you don't even think about it. You got different credit cards. You know, we got different credit cards for different. I got different credit cards for things for me. I got one for my station. I've got one that I use for my food and stuff at work, and then I've got one that I use for gas. You know, so we kind of. So you've got several different. At least I do. Maybe I'm weird like that. I don't know, but
I'm gonna pee.
Yeah, you come back, I'm gonna go do the same thing. But
But we got to understand that a lot of the stuff that we are now leaving are going to end up have to come back.
I'm not necessarily concerned about the world that I live in. I'm a lot more concerned about the world that is being left for my kids and my grandkids. Because what's that going to look like?
well,
It may
I
not.
mean,
It may look good. It may not.
It should look a little bit better. right?
Hopefully, but
Hopefully.
a lot more people need to jump into that reduce,
I mean,
reuse, recycle mentality.
Our country produces some of the cleanest energy out there, and yet, and what do you mean used to?
Nowadays,
I know we produce less of it now, and we're asking people who make dirtier energy to supply us with energy, which I think that's a mistake too. But again, we need if I'm sorry, we're getting into politics.
well,
We've
now
been in
it's
it.
not, not
We need to do
politics.
all
It's,
this as a country. We need to produce our own solar panels. We need to produce our own
that's
windmills.
true.
We need to pump our own oil out of the ground. We need to do because we will do it cleaner
We have
and
standards, right?
better than any other country because we have EPA regulations. We have things in this country. We care about our country. We care about the environment. But when we send that work away, it's like
China.
we're saying we care about our environment, but we don't care about the global environment. Right?
We do
Yes.
care about the global environment, but if we care about the global environment, we have to stop buying from China. That's true.
Well, China, you can't stop buying from China. We've gotten ourselves to the point where we get everything from China, you know?
Yep, I agree with
So-
that.
so-
We have
so-
to fix
so
it.
Stop going to Walmart.
Yes.
Stop buying anything off of Amazon. You know, I mean, you unfortunately we've become
really-
so dependent upon China that we can't.
To be honest,
He had
and
to
this
say
is
Amazon.
honestly is
You,
how do we know
horrible.
what is American made and what's not?
Right?
Oh hell, there ain't no such thing anymore. I mean,
It
hell,
all
even
does
if you-
intertwine.
The only thing made in America is what you grow in your backyard and you whittle it out yourself. Because otherwise, people are like the car parts. They make the car parts here, they assemble a car there. They make the car parts over there, they assemble a car here. It's all about tariffs and like what's going back and forth, And Phil's got a fucking piss. But
I like
wait,
his avatar.
I'm sorry. Phil has to freaking piss because I see everything spicy, not TVMA. Sorry, didn't mean to drop the F bomb.
Yeah. He doesn't really make this as
I know. I'm used to being on like freewheeling lives.
This has actually been a clean episode of Everything Spicy for the most part.
Well, and I'm trying to keep it that way. I mean, I can say freaking and not the other word. I can. It doesn't impact my life. But no, I mean, the argument that we kind of get into sometimes is, well, they're doing it, so, but that doesn't, two wrongs don't make a right,
Two wrongs never make a right.
And if they're doing it, then screw them. Let's turn the crank. But we got to set the example, and we got to do better.
I have to agree with Samantha because what are we leaving a generation that's coming after us?
Or even two generations.
Yeah.
Imagine how
just-
terrible that could be.
You just said I have to agree with Samantha, and she agreed with me. So
Well, he likes me better, okay?
yeah, I know, because you're cuter than I am. I'm rusty old fart.
Yeah, it's just that you literally have to realize a lot of people lived a little longer and seen how much of the generation that I have seen changed from the day after the year 3 years after John F. Kennedy was assassinated till today.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Phil. I hope everything came out okay.
Well, it didn't take long.
I hope you didn't flood the toilet.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
He went from a live stream to a pure stream.
There you go. And I didn't take my mic with me.
I gotta do the same thing.
All right.
Axe said, 2 wrongs don't make a right, but 3 less do.
3 lefts.
NASCAR.
Make it
That's actually 4 lefts in NASCAR, but you know.
Well, 4 lefts puts you right back to where you were.
That's right.
Right.
But
So you took
we're
a right
talking
of it
I
in
got
some
you, I
way
got
or
you, I
another.
got
You just didn't take a
Yeah,
right.
I did.
Yeah, in Michigan, all of our roads, in order when you got those 4-lane roads, you gotta make a right to make a left. You gotta make a right, hit the turn around and go back left. So,
Will the
but no,
Rocker, good night.
good night, Will the Rocker.
It was good to see you.
But no, I care about this planet. I really do. I care about my children and my grandchildren and their futures and everything else. I think you have
I'm
to
pretty
look
sure
at.
everyone does.
I think, but I don't think people look at everything. I mean, here, how many windmill farms and how many solar fields have we put in the last year and a half while they've jacked up gas prices on us? Have they put any in? Have they put any in? I mean, this whole thing has got to be gradual. So you reduce a little bit of the gas production. You know, maybe 100,000 barrels, 200,000 barrels, while you're increasing the solar fields and everything else. And it's a gradual adjustment, so that you're replacing this energy with this energy. Texas is going to have a problem this summer when it gets to be 100 degrees, and they're going to have rolling blackouts.
We're going to have rolling blackouts. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because they haven't offset that. They haven't, they need coal.
Not enough.
We
haven't offset it enough.
Yeah, they need oil and they need gas along with their solar and their wind in order to not have those rolling blackouts. But what they're not going to have is the oil and the gas they normally would have, because it'd be too expensive. What's up, Gary? Good to see you, man.
Takes a lot to get there.
Yeah, and we had been doing it gradually. I mean, I see more wind farms. I mean, right here in my town, by my kids' high school, they have a solar field. And behind the Meyer here in Lapeer, where I live, we have a solar field. Now, these were built back, I don't know if they were built before Obama or during Obama, but that's when these things were built.
Right.
And that's so you offset things a little. You add some things, you take some things away. I'll be honest with you, though, Twisted Art Lady, you talk about trees. Guess what when you put a solar field in, guess what you don't have? You got to cut down trees, right?
Well, or give up farming.
Well, give up eating. Okay, so we all die of starvation, but the planet's
well, yeah, I mean you can put it that way, but the places where they put the solar farms in, there was no trees there anyway, in Texas at least. I mean, it was just barren land.
Well,
right. It's generally put in West Texas.
These two places, there were trees and grass and things like that.
The problem I have is I've seen these solar farms go in. And yes, it offsets the cost. And when you spread it out among everybody, it reduces the cost by, I don't know, 20 cents a month, for everybody. But you add that up among, 250,000 people and whatever, and it comes up to this. But the problem is, when we put these things in and we reduce the cost by 20 cents, it gets reabsorbed in. They don't reduce your electrical cost. They reabsorb the money into what they're taking in politically in the townships, the counties, and all of that. And then they want to do more something else. And then they're like, oh, solar doesn't work. See, it didn't solve all our problems. But the end person didn't feel shit. All it did was made more for the municipality, and they just blew it. I mean,
and the people had financial hardships.
Well, the people didn't see it at all.
I mean, people that live paycheck to paycheck, and they talk about it on TV. That like 60 or 70% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck. If they didn't get paid for a month, they'd be screwed.
Yeah.
That all this stuff's affecting them the most. So I mean, why should my life for the next 20 years be hardships for something that, unfortunately, I'm getting a lot of promises from politicians that I don't trust anyways, left or right. So
yeah.
What's up, Samantha Lee?
Well, the thing with the thing, what I was talking about is they don't pass it on though. They don't they don't pass it down. They take it as a surplus and move along, and they don't pass it on to the people who need it.
Well, we got
So,
trillions of dollars of deficit they got to take care of. So
well, and it's not even that. That's federal, right? I'm just
Yeah,
talking
for as
about
far as
state,
Texas goes.
local, even all these municipalities, all the way down to the county, city ordinance, and all that stuff. They take that money, and let's say it was $100,000 and $90,000 a year. They could have spread it out among, but what would that save people? Everybody 30 cents, whatever. But it's not the savings, it's the decrease of the use of fossil fuel.
okay,
And so eventually, if we get to a point where we can harness the energy, and we're not there today. Right now,
We're not even close.
no, we're not even close. Because right now we can't harness the energy. It's just evaporating, right? We're producing way more than we can use, and we have no way to store it. Now with fossil fuels, that shit's there and it burns and you use it and boom. You have that. There's a lot of waste in it, but not as much as like wind power because we don't invest in like facilities that can store the energy. And even if we did invest in them, we don't have the technology to store the energy. It's going to evaporate,
and
once it.
and and why aren't we big into nuclear? Because what we had 30, 40 years ago, like Chernobyl, that kind of stuff's never going to happen again.
No,
The nuclear is so far advanced today from what it was today. You have just as much of a possibility of something going wrong with any kind of your other environmental things as you do nuclear.
I wouldn't say never
Yeah. Well,
because
Anything,
Fukushima happened.
anything can go wrong. An oil tanker spill, right?
yeah. I
We had
mean,
that, a coal
the
mine catch on fire. You could have, you could have anything can happen, that could hurt the environment. Anything. So
the one thing I'll say about nuclear, which I know people have a bad taste in their mouth about it, but it has a half life. We can measure it, and when you have a core that is emitting a half life over time, that is stored freaking energy. If you can control it and you can contain it, you can seep it out over time. I am a fan of it if we can get to the point, because I guarantee you, if there's aliens, I'm not saying there are, but I'm saying if there's aliens visiting this planet, they're not using the same energy we are. They're way
Not
advanced,
likely.
yeah,
beyond us. They have some.
If they're here and we're not there, they're definitely beyond us.
There's
they're
they got
finally,
some little core of a marble sized thing in their spaceship powering it for 100,000 years or whatever, and they're just zipping around the universe. But the only way to get there is to look into containing that nuclear power, not letting it seep out, and producing things from even an element or six that we haven't even discovered yet, right?
I think they know stuff beyond nuclear in our country that they're not letting out because I think at the end of the day, and I apologize, this is going to go. I think at the end of the day, they want to fund other countries. I think they want to. So they're not building the stuff here. Build it here. Build it here. Do it here. Do it over a slow period of time. Don't just shut things down. To where in a year and a half we've gone from 2 something a gallon to gas to 5 something. Do it here. We have the resources. We have the people. We have the abilities. Do it here. Don't ship all this stuff overseas. Don't put it. But we have We have people that have been supported by stuff from overseas, and they feel obligated. I believe, my belief, they feel obligated to financially help these other countries in ways where we, even the fertilizer we get from Russia and the Ukraine, could we do that here? Sure, we could do that here. They
Sure
could
we
do it
could.
cheaper, so we choose to get it from them. We could do that same stuff here. It would be more expensive. It's more
Well,
expensive now, but we could do it here. We could be a self-sufficient country. We could
mhm.
actually be exporters of not only, our resources like gas and but we could also be exporters of other things as well if we did it the right way. If we weren't so cheap.
Well, I mean, but corporations are people, right? So they get
Sure.
to have a say in this, and corporations are beholden to their shareholders. And to change this cheap commodity that they're bringing in increases the price of stuff, and it could reduce the profitability of the company to the shareholder. And federal legal system says we can't screw the shareholder. We have to be totally transparent. I mean, there's a lot of shit behind what you're saying right now. A
Well, I mean,
whole bunch of it.
I'm sure there are companies in the United States that make solar panels, but if you're importing 90% of your solar panels, aren't you screwing those companies?
Well, if they can't produce them as cheap, I'm saying though, these corporations are trying to bring profit to their investors, their shareholders.
And I understand that.
Yeah.
And that's why we have Amazon and that's why we have Walmart, is because someone won't pay an extra buck for a T-shirt because they can get one from imported from China for cheaper.
If it were a matter of $1, this wouldn't be even a discussion. It's
But a
not
lot of
matter
things
of
are
$1.
a lot of things are a matter of $1. I mean, in the big scheme of things.
Well, if every single thing you had to pay for, including a gallon of gas, went up $1, I'm talking about an extra dollar for milk, an extra dollar for bread, an extra
We're doing
dollar
that.
for
We're doing
cheese,
that.
an extra dollar for everything. That's what it would result in.
What's kind of what we're doing now, right?
That is what we're doing right now.
I mean,
Yeah.
gas has gone up $2.50 in the last year and a half. Bread's gone up, meat's gone. I mean, try to get hamburger. Yeah, all this stuff has got a lot of this stuff has gone up more than $1.
More than $1, yeah.
Right.
I can eat cheap
You know?
pork.
And we're still
So you guys,
importing at a gross amount.
here's something that's eye-opening. I use Instacart sometimes because we only have one vehicle. My husband works long hours. So I was looking at Instacart last night when I placed an order, and I was looking at my orders from like 6 and 8 months ago. Holy crap.
Mhm.
Huge difference.
Yeah.
Huge. I just about pooped myself. I couldn't believe it.
But you're doing that for our planet to be greener.
Well,
Sure.
if you poop yourself,
I mean-
you add nutrients back to the earth.
That would have been a shitty situation.
It would have been.
I don't know. Again, I love our planet, but I think we're not looking at when we're doing something, we're not looking at 100%. We're pushing it. We're pushing something that we want to happen, and we're forgetting about the other 70% for this little 30% that we want to do. And that's the biggest problem I see with this stuff.
I don't care about shit that happens. I mean, that's what I'm trying to say is I'm just trying to be like, hey, it's a global issue. We all got to come together or don't.
Yeah, but when it comes to this financial stuff, there are families like mine out there that are seriously struggling right now. And I don't talk about that much. Why would I talk about that? It sucks. But
this
it's
is what
true.
I'm talking
and
about.
It's serious struggles. It's struggles we've never experienced. I've been with my husband for more than 20 years. Never had struggles like this before.
And that's directly, and it's because they want to switch it. They want to flip a switch from green, from coal and stuff to green it.
Well, you can't.
flip the switch.
You
No,
can't. It
It's a
doesn't
di-
work.
It's a dimmer switch. It's
You
not
gotta
a on-off
ease
switch.
it over.
And
Oh, I
that's
also wanted to say about the Texas blackouts. That's not new.
Oh, they've
In
had it
cities
before, yeah.
like the Dallas-Fort Worth, it's something that's happened for a long time, and I can say that because I'm going on 46 now, and I've lived in the Dallas-Fort Worth area since I was barely 11. So this is not new for Dallas-Fort Worth area. It's just worse now.
It just happened.
Well,
way
the
out,
the
right?
snowstorm that happened 2 years ago,
Yeah,
that really was unexpected for a lot of people in Texas.
oh,
Sure.
Oh
Sure,
yeah,
those things-
especially in city areas, it was terrible.
Yeah.
Actually, it was everywhere. Everyone, rural and urban, it didn't matter.
Mhm.
Almost all of Texas was shut down,
yeah,
which is
predicted that.
insane to think about. How many million people live in Texas?
Yeah, we predicted that, by the way.
Yeah.
Well, there was nothing that I could do about it. I assure you.
No, but I worked for an insurance company, and I said one of our primary data centers is in Texas. We should fail over to Cleveland. And they're like, are you fucking kidding me? Cleveland in the winter is cold. And I'm like, yeah, so's Dallas. And they didn't flip over. And guess what? We lost it all for about 37 hours. And guess what happened? We recovered to Cleveland in the middle of fucking winter. And then our data center came back up. So thank you.
For not expecting that. It's like right now they're trying to push this this great reset on a lot of us too.
Well, you keep hearing words like reset. You keep what is it? There's another R word we're hearing right now a lot.
I'm hearing a lot of things that just terrify the.
You were talking about transitioning and everything else. You're transitioning, but I don't know.
Well, see,
It's too much transition all at once. It's too much.
Right.
Well,
And again,
Dallas lost our business. We're shutting the Dallas data center down because of what happened. And it's still ongoing right now. We're still paying the lease. We're still doing that. But I'm telling you right now, Dallas is going to lose a shit ton of merit credit over the next 3 or 4 years because of this shit.
It's all of Texas, though. Dallas didn't do it. Texas did it.
Well, I'm saying, but we were in the DFW area, right?
Right.
In that area, they're going to suffer hardcore. They're already suffering. They don't, and they know it, but they're not passing that information on to you right now. I mean, they've been suffering since it happened. And right now our lease isn't up. We're still paying the thing, and then whoop, it's gone.
Yeah,
And
I mean, with
they
your
know
company,
this
but
is coming.
it's all of Texas suffering right now.
They know this is coming. And I wouldn't be surprised if Michael Dell pulls out of, well, he's on 4 power grids down there, but if they can't keep him up, he's going to pull out.
Anyone that's considering moving to Texas, just stop where you are.
Yeah,
and
don't.
look at another state. Don't do it. Also, by the way, do you know that it's 94 degrees today and we're still preheating? Don't do it.
you're still what?
Preheating.
What the hell's preheating?
We're not there yet. We're not at our top temperature yet.
No.
Tops.
Well, nobody
do
will
it.
get their
Don't come
top until
here.
about August,
We don't
right?
have the jobs to handle it. We don't have the housing to handle it. We just don't come here. Stop it.
Well, why are they coming there?
Because
Because
Texas is
tech
supposed to be
companies.
a great. Yes, it's great for tech jobs. It's a for us because we live here. We have the jobs to handle it, but not when everyone is moving here.
Well,
The
they
jobs are
ran
moving
out.
there. You know,
Texas
the
ran out.
Teslas and all that stuff, they're moving there, you know.
Well,
Same with
Texas-
Florida.
Texas ran out and tried to make Texas the new Silicon Valley.
Yeah.
That was their goal, way back.
Which they've been working on for many years.
Bring in the
Yeah.
By the
money.
way.
And this was a huge setback for them.
Well, New York City did that for a while. They had they had tax breaks for the big wealthy companies. Bring the big companies into New York City. All these big companies go into New York, and we got this and we got that, and then of course you put new ownership in charge, and then now they want to tax the crap out of those companies. And guess what? They go bye-bye. They go somewhere else. So you got to pay your fair share. Well, then that's not why we came here. So.
We still have a lot of tech here. I think we're going to keep a lot of tech here. But
Will Smith movies for sale.
Oh yeah, I mean Texas is probably the new place for all that stuff. So
Texas has a great cost of living, even though it's gone through the roof. It's still a great cost of living here. But for people that already lived here, it's outrageous. I'm sorry, fuck. And it's hard for people that already lived here to continue to live here. We're looking at having to move right now to another state.
And move here because we have a really low cost.
If we were to move to another state, it would probably be Virginia or
North
potentially
Carolina.
Georgia. I would
those
shoot for
type of
Virginia.
places, Tennessee. I mean, your rural areas really help. That's even us and where we're at in Michigan. We moved out of one of the wealthiest counties that me and my wife both grew up in, and we moved to a county that isn't, so we could have a little more property, a little more house, and things like that. So
I really don't want to relocate though.
nobody wants to, right?
No, I
does.
don't either.
You never know. It sounds great until you get to another place, and then get to another place, and if it isn't better or it's worse, heaven forbid.
It's all about outlook. I mean, yeah, we moved here, and there's the same. Okay, every major metropolitan area has like different communities that do certain things, and we moved here, and there's sections of this city that you don't want to be in at 2 a.m. There are certain sections of this city that you can walk your dog at 3 a.m. and you're fine. But it's all over the place.
Yeah.
I have to know what the sections are.
Yeah. So what do we want to talk about next? I think we've murdered this one.
Oh, we murdered.
I think we've gone about as far as we can with this one.
Hey, Raven, what should we talk about next?
I was just wondering how you guys feel about Elon Musk.
Let's get back into politics.
That's more politics. Let's
that-
not do
No,
that.
no,
Hey,
no.
y'all.
It's not
Hey,
about.
look,
Hold on.
Twisted
hold on.
Art Lady. Oh, I was gonna go non-political. Okay.
All right, come on, Sam.
Okay, I was just gonna say Twisted Art Lady just hit 750 last week, and I'm already at 765. I like movement. It's
There you go.
amazing. It's amazing.
Congratulations.
I was so stuck.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
There you go.
Way to go, Twisted. But I'm
What's
just
up,
saying.
Daisy, man?
What I'm saying, I'm not talking about the politics of what he's doing. I'm talking about what do you think about him pulling out of the deal of Twitter?
No Dorito. No Dorito. I'm greeting every Californian who said they just moved here with 2 middle fingers.
There you go.
What's up, Bernie?
She's doing this. She's doing this to the California.
Right.
Yeah,
You see these birds fly?
Don't come here and fuck up our nice state.
Hi, Crazy Egg.
Crazy Ann. What's up?
No politics, Raven. We gotta move on.
Well, no, it was not about politics. About what he was doing.
Okay, but Elon Musk is
But hold
the
on.
richest man.
Before you guys say anything, he's still moving his Tesla plant to Texas.
I'm hearing that.
Elon Musk is the richest
As long
man
as he doesn't come here, it'll be okay.
in the world, And anything he does at this point is about politics. You don't
I
think,
agree with that.
I
Anyone that's
mean,
wealthy.
fuck,
The truth.
dude. Come on. Don't worship the dollar. Elon
I just
Musk.
want to keep the dollars I got. I don't worship any.
Yeah. I mean,
Don't worship the dollar is a good thing to say to any person at any financial level. Don't worship it. Just live your life and be happy because money will not get you there.
Look at Gary's trying to change the topic. Fudge brownie ice cream.
Oh,
Fudge
you know
brownie.
what, guys? For dinner tonight, I made a pork tenderloin.
Oh God.
It was amazing. It was so juicy, and I made a pan sauce to go over it, and some garlic mashed potatoes, and corn on the cob, and Texas toast.
Don't.
We
Now you-
grubbed
now
so
you're talking
hard.
Something good food.
Harry,
I was
got it?
thinking of, because I don't know if you guys saw what Patio recently put together. his
Oh,
grill,
it's a beautiful grill.
and I was watching, and I went on his panel. It was a Sunday morning, watching him cook some
you
good
got a new
food.
grill?
Yeah,
Is it
Yes,
a
he
flat
did.
top?
It's beautiful. No,
him and Thrash put it together.
it's a 5-burner gas grill, and it's got another burner or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's
Like a
so
side
much
burner?
more beautiful
Side
than
burner.
what he had.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's nice. I saw the thing. I commented on it earlier. But
Yeah, my wife was asking me if I want one of those flat, because I got a regular grill, probably about like what he was talking about with a side burner. And my wife's asking me, "Do you want one of those griddle top burn?"
oh, you talking about Blackstone?
Yeah, black. She said Blackstone. Yeah, and I'm like, I don't know that I need a Blackstone. I mean, could I do things? You know what? If we get a Blackstone, you know what that means? I'll be doing more of the cooking.
Yep.
But it's the fun cooking.
It's not
Yeah,
fun
you
cooking.
just watch.
And that means she won't be mad if you're sipping a beer.
No, it's not fun cooking. Just saying, nope. It's me
It
cooking.
is to me.
Her cooking and me not cooking is fun cooking.
That's what my husband would say too.
Well, just watch Mojo cook on some of his grills, especially his pizza oven, which is really interesting to see him.
Fun cooking is always when the other person is cooking.
Yeah.
That's fun cooking.
I'll be right back. I need a bathroom right now.
Although,
And I'm gonna mute.
Although I'm going to mute. Thank you, Twisted Art Lady. We have people on the panel that could learn from your example.
Yes.
I'll tell you this. I keep on forgetting to mute my mic because right behind this closet is my bathroom.
Oh, yeah?
And it's very easy to hear when you flush a toilet. And I don't think people want to hear the toilet flush.
Now, Raven, do you live with other people or you live by yourself?
I live by myself.
Now, you're always in your bedroom. Your bathroom's right there. Your closet's right there. So do you have like a living area or what's going on? What's going
My
on in
living room
Raven's
is right.
place?
My living room and my kitchen is right over here.
Okay.
It's both together.
So you're like in an apartment type situation? Yes. Okay.
Yes.
So probably about 4 or 500 square feet or something?
Somewhere about maybe 300.
Okay. All right. So just to kind of get an idea, because again, all we ever see is this. Occasionally you guys get to see my upstairs or my outside, but
well, there was a time that I literally had streamed to my phone, and I let people see what how I lived, and because it's really a lot of people got to see my kitchen here, and I hardly ever use my oven at times, because heck, the guy who works on my apartment he told me that he said that my oven is the cleanest that he's ever seen. Because a lot of people cook in their ovens.
Yeah, unfortunately, in apartments and whatnot, you get a lot. I mean, I know me and my wife used for a short period of time. I used to help her clean some of these places that were taken back, and most of these people, they don't give a shit about their ovens.
No.
So, what's up, Saucy Shane? What's up, my brother?
What's up, Saucy Shane?
Hey, Saucy. I haven't seen you for a while.
Yeah.
I wish
I mean,
he would come up into our some panels sometime.
you want to get perspective on things that are, again, there was a long time ago, probably about 15 years or so ago, my wife was cleaning trailers that they would kick people out of, and she would go in and do the final cleaning, and I would go with her. And some of these places were just, you get a real sense of how dirty other people can be.
Oh,
So, holy shit, would you look at that?
Ahoy, ahoy!
What's up, Travis?
what in the heck are you wearing there, Travis?
It's
My
a white burqa.
DD214 blanket.
Oh, where'd you get that?
I ordered it.
Oh yeah.
That's cool.
Obi-Wan Kenobi outfit.
Obi-Wan retired.
Obi-Wan.
Yeah,
Citizen Travis.
Well,
for now, until he officially is out.
yeah. What's up, Mayberry? Saucy?
So you still got the clamps on you if they wanted to, as far as your speech.
Yeah, sorta. But I'm completely signed out of the military. I have my DD-214 in hand. I have my thing from President Biden that says, congratulations. But yeah.
That's awesome. Again, I admire the fact that you did the 20 years and you went through all of that and everything you've done. I wish I had done it, so I do admire you for that. That's for sure. So,
yeah, I'm gonna go back to my job tomorrow with full beard, earrings, and my hair all down. They're gonna be like, "What the fuck?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm done."
I'm done.
Just because.
dude.
Ahoy, twisted. But they asked me to come back and teach a class, and I'm like, "You really want me to come back and teach?" And they're like, "Oh yeah." And I'm like, "Okay, I'll be there tomorrow."
Oh really?
Yeah, so I'm just gonna go back in civilian clothes, shorts, and tennis shoes, maybe flip flops, beard, earrings, and my
You
hair.
can be like
down,
a
just
contractor.
Yep, that's what I'll do. I'll be in class. I'll be like, "Yeah, what's up, guys? How goes it?"
Maverick motherfucker.
They don't know what they're asking for.
Well, that's the problem.
I would like to see some of those videos if you're able to do
No,
them.
there's no videos of that because I can't film. You can't film trainees. I got in trouble for my Sweet Caroline thing.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you were saying.
I don't care.
We did a couple, 2-3 of videos with the trainees,
But never with their like faces in it. The Sweet Caroline, you could see some people's faces. They got kind of mad about it.
Okay.
Whew.
Is that because they feel like because you're their superior, they don't have a choice other than to
pretty
do
much. It all goes to the PAO, Public
I
Affairs
gotcha.
Office.
I got you.
But yeah, man, I've been wandering around the house. I got my stuff all moved upstairs. So video I filmed today is my first one upstairs with my man cave backdrop. So I have a cool backdrop like all y'all, not just my kitchen table and a blank wall. So we'll see how that goes. I gotta edit that tomorrow as well.
So all right, so you're making a man, but now you're out of the military. You'll be technically out of the military here soon. Will you be moving from where you're at?
I have a year from my retirement date, September 1st. I have a year from September 1st to move where the Army will still move me. My lease, my guy who's in charge of my place that I rent from, he initially had it to where it's like every 2 or 3 years, but I've been here 6 years. We're taking care of his house. So he's like, dude, just keep paying rent and take care of the house and you're good. So he just let me stay as long as I want to.
Well, that's cool. Now you can stay as long as you want to, but my guess would be is like my son and daughter-in-law when they were in the Army but it keeps you surrounded by other Army people.
Yeah, but it has been weird. I did my VA behavioral health appointment today, my psych eval for disability and all this stuff, and I realized like since my going away thing, I hadn't heard from anybody in the military, and I'm still not out yet, so it is feel kind of lonely. I think that's why I've been spending so much time playing games online.
Yeah,
it's just weird. It's an odd sensation.
Yeah, I mean, you're used to that communication. It's just like, I know you're not into sports, but it's the guys that retire from sports. They're used to that camaraderie of other athletes and all that. You know, having a mission, having this, having that. And then when they retire, they don't have that anymore. They have that. That's why a lot of guys go be, should have retired a long time ago, but don't retire.
But I have been working out a lot. That's one thing I've been focusing
Well,
on.
that's good. That was when I got out of the Marine Corps. One of the first things I did was started working out because I didn't want to get. Now, of course, I'm flabby, but at that point in my time of my life, I was like, I didn't want to get out of shape because I was out of the military. I wanted to try to. I actually, when I got recalled for Desert Storm, I was in better shape then than when I got out. So they brought us all back to Camp Lejeune, and they were running people's dicks into the dirt, and I was having no problem with it. I was putting on a sweatshirt with a hood and everything else just to try and because we were running so slow and everything else, just to try to sweat off some energy, make it more difficult. And some of these guys, some of these guys, 6 months, a year out, had an extra 50 or 100 pounds on them already. It was crazy. So
that's not gonna be me. I'm too vain for that, man.
You gotta stay away from those stout beers. Those got to be an occasional thing as opposed.
Well,
the everyday thing.
I have been slowing down and drinking a little bit. I am drinking mostly like when I am drinking, unless we're like doing a show, it's either like a regular beer or I've been doing a lot of seltzers lately, like the Trulies and stuff, like the 100. But
that's
I'm only eating 1 meal a day, so I eat 1 meal a day, which helps with drinking seltzers because if you're drinking seltzers at night, 1 meal a day, you feel pretty good at the end of the day.
Oh yeah.
I was wondering, have you ever seen the Orville?
The Orville with No, Orville with the guy that made Family Guy and all that stuff. Yeah. Seth MacFarlane.
Yeah, it just came back last week. I just watched. It's interesting.
Never heard of that. The Orville.
It's a spoof on Star Trek, but it's better than all the Star Treks that have come out lately.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a spoof on pretty much the Next Generation Star Trek.
Oh, really?
Seth MacFarlane, the creator of Family Guy and all that stuff. I mean, it's a comedy.
I guess I'm not a big enough nerd.
It has seriousness to it. It's an actual show. It has stories. It's more Star Trek than the last 6 Star Trek series that have come out that have just been horrible.
Is that something that streams?
Yeah, it's on streaming.
Hulu.
What can you stream that from?
On Hulu.
Oh, well, I don't have that.
Look at Crazy Ant. You got Crazy Ant's endorsement. There you go. Orville is a fun TV series. She loves it.
It sounds like one I would like for sure.
Oh, I
really enjoy it.
You would really like it because I watched the official 3rd season of it.
And where would you find? You don't find that on Netflix or Hulu?
No, it's on Hulu.
Just on
Hulu. Orville. All right, now I got to put a reminder in my phone.
So, for any of y'all that don't know, I'm meeting Groovy in a week and a half-ish.
Yeah,
and I'm screaming internally. You just can't hear it.
But we're gonna have a good time.
We're gonna do some karaoke, right?
Yeah, we are. And I'm also taking Devin to the Fan Fest in Dallas, whatever. The Comic-Con, whatever. She wants to dress up. And I'm gonna go meet Gina Carano. And I'm gonna get her to do something for a video. I'm like, hey, watch Nerd Talk and stuff, and I'm gonna get her to do the lip bite with me in there. I just want to kiss her. Oh, she's so hot.
That works for you, I'm gonna be so proud of you. I'm gonna be so happy for you.
Now is your wife gonna be?
I would like to see that.
I already told her.
And
she knows.
Okay with it.
Well, she's not okay with it, but she knows it's gonna happen.
She's okay with it, but not okay with it.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It's like if she saw the guy from Supernatural, and she went up there and gave him a hug and stuff like that. I wouldn't have a problem with it. Jason Ackles, I'd be like, I don't like it, but I understand.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Right. She doesn't want you to touch her no stuff, but
I would.
You know. So, anyways, y'all look for videos and photos of that coming, not this coming weekend, but the next.
Mm-hmm.
I like to see a lot of the videos that you guys kind of getting together and stuff like that.
And Micah is going to be there as well. Micah is going to be in town.
Cool.
He's coming up too. Oh
He's
my
going to be in town
God.
that weekend. He's going to go to the Fan Fest with me.
I hope
in
he goes to
Devon.
karaoke with us.
Well, we'll try. He's going to be in town
And,
with
and Lone
Shade.
Star, what? We can make it a whole party.
Well, Lone Star. I saw him on YouTube the other day, but I haven't heard from him in a while. He hasn't even chatted in our
He's live on
Clouds
TikTok
and
right
Stouts
now.
group. Oh, I'm not on TikTok. I don't give a fuck about TikTok.
What's up, Nick Jones, Garden Services?
Nick Jones been hanging out with his nan.
Dojo. I haven't seen that name for a while.
Dojo's alignment specialist.
Groovy, I am all the way up to 765 already.
Nice.
I know. I like movement. It's awesome.
Yeah, my stuff is slow to a crawl. I mean, it's still growing, but it's slow. But
I really did slow to a crawl.
now we're just now I'm just doing the other one, the live channel. Now we gotta get that one up there.
So I'm at a point now where I'm actually going to be filming my art in advance and actually be ahead of it. I'm going to be filming 2 arts at a time.
Mm-hmm.
So I can always have 2 per week coming out. It's
I
been a
just saw
while.
Devin, his daughter.
You just saw Devin.
Yeah.
I hope I get to meet Devin too. I don't know if I will, but I hope I do. Because she's a cutie.
Never will.
The first time I interacted with Devin ever is when Groovy co-hosted. I think it was like my 2nd or 3rd live stream ever. And she said, "Oh, I wish you were my art teacher." I was like, "What? You didn't just say that to me."
I gotta go kill a fly. I'll be right back.
Okay, go save her life. What's
So
up,
what are you-
Cassie? Sassy.
So what have
I
you
like
been
her.
doing, Sam?
What have I been doing?
Yeah.
I just mom all the time. I mean, they're big. They're mostly on autopilot, but you know, I still have to do the mom
Oh,
stuff.
you're still doing a lot of your artwork and stuff.
I have been back on my artwork, and I have to thank a mayor here in the Dallas area for that because he made me. He hired me to do a commission piece for him.
RB.
Yes, it was RV. He hired me to do a commission piece for him, and
Cool.
I just realized, oh my gosh, I should not be sitting on my art. I need to be doing it. That's what I'm here for.
There you go.
And it put me back on track. He put me back on track.
I'm telling you right now, I told RB, you know, this is one of the things I said, if they're not doing it, they're faking it. You gotta, you know, if
Well, it's
we're
definitely not that I was faking anything.
No,
it's
no,
just
no.
that I have some major limitations right now.
to yourself,
Cassie.
is what I'm saying. You know, if you were out there doing it, it's true, right? And the
Right.
only way to learn and grow is to be doing it all the time.
So there's another channel here on YouTube that's here in Dallas. It's an art channel. And I go in there live sometimes. And I got to go in there live the other day and tell them what happened to me, that I had a mayor here in the Dallas area contact me for a commission. And they were like, "What? You need to put that in the group." They were high-fiving me really hard in the chat and stuff. I was
Hell
pretty
yeah.
happy.
So good to see you, girl.
Yeah, it would be nice to see some of your art.
Oh, you can see any of my art that you want. I am on Facebook, Twisted Art Lady. I am on Instagram, Twisted Art Lady.
You know I'm subscribed to you on Facebook, right?
Yeah, you're my friend on Facebook, actually. So, yeah, you can see any of my art anytime you want. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube.
Seeing it on Facebook and not seeing it in person is totally different.
It's true. You need to see it with your own eyeballs. Let's see. Groovy is one person on this panel that owns my art. I need to do something for Phil. I'm gonna get you something. I just haven't done it yet, but I'm going to. And I'm going to do something for Bourbon Bounty. Not right this second.
I'll pay you for whatever you do.
Hold
But
on.
maybe
Oh,
you
would
have to
you?
go to the colony
I
and
would.
see what she does for the courthouse or whatever the hell he's commissioned.
I'm just so excited that my art is going to be in a city council room.
Hell
That is
Cool.
incredible.
Very cool. It gets you
It
attention.
makes me feel
you know?
really good. And this art that's in my photo is actually his gift that I did with his art piece, actually.
Wow.
And I'm going to be putting, I think, a silver decal that says the colony on there.
Awesome.
That would be very interesting to see.
I mean, you're getting featured
I
by
am.
a
And I'm
township.
very honored.
You know, I mean, that's cool.
I'm very honored.
Hey, and all I did was
Was introduce us.
I was friends with him. He met you. I had no influence over that.
I stepped on a bee.
He said
Oh, don't do that.
he contacted you outside of me, right?
He did. Actually, when we
Right.
were on stream, I told him that I
Yeah.
had a Facebook page, and he went and looked at my Facebook page, and he
And
liked
he
one
said,
of my pieces of art, and he said, "Oh, you sold it? Okay."
all
And he
right.
just went and started looking at my other stuff. He's like, "Okay."
You
So
know,
he started talking to me about it.
right. When people say it's not what you know or whatever, it's who you know. All we did was made an introduction. That's
All
it.
you did was have two friends that met each other, and
That's
Exactly.
that's
They
it.
met each other. That's all you, girl. That's all you. It had nothing to do with me because he didn't call me and say, "Hey, should I buy?" No, nothing. I was surprised as you are.
Well, I believe you though, because I actually have spent time hanging out with RB. When you
Yeah.
had gone to bed, we were on stream talking
Yep.
for hours.
Mm.
But Groovy, you have held my art in your hands before.
I have.
It looks
That's
far
not all
more
he's held
special
in his
in
hands.
person.
It's
We don't
a
need to
lot
talk
of things. Not nothing like that. Phil, don't get me in trouble.
But it looks far more special in person than it does on
Oh yeah,
YouTube.
the gloss. You can see the brush strokes. It's amazing.
And like the little sparks of metallic in there.
You know, like I
And
said, I
then
got to see some
I
of
saved
these
you
in
shipping
person.
because I won another set, and you don't even have to ship it. You can just give it to me.
Yeah, I actually need to talk to you about that. I have
okay.
something to talk to you about that.
Okay, we'll talk.
Okay, guys. Well, I'm out of here. You all have fun.
All right,
All right, Raven, go
Well,
fuck
have a good
yourself.
night, Raven.
Same with you, Ruby. Take care,
Later,
guys.
Raven.
Have a good night, Raven. Raven would be disappointed if Travis didn't tell him to go fuck himself.
I know.
He
At least
would.
once
He'd
a
be
night.
like, he doesn't like me anymore.
Yeah, what's the problem, man?
Oh, thanks, man. That Terror 2.0 was no joke, but it wasn't bad. It was bad, but it wasn't like the worst I've ever had.
And that's tomorrow, right?
What?
Your show tomorrow. Your premiere.
Oh no, my premiere tomorrow is we did what did we do? It was I edited it all today.
I
No,
don't know.
it
You
was
were there. I can't answer this
it was a
question.
review with me and Devin. It was a review with me and Devin, so it wasn't.
You
we
already did the Tube of Terror, actually.
Yeah, I did that one with Zach.
Yeah, I haven't done the
Zach
2.0.
from Zach from who?
Zach, the android Zach that on my channel that everybody says he's fucking a robot. It was my last military video, the Tube of Terror 2.0.
Yeah, he handled it well.
And now they're like, you should go back and do a Tube of Terror 1.0. And I was like, no, I'm good.
I don't know. Were the corn nuts hotter than the peanuts?
I've never had a Tube of Terror 1.0, but it's got
there you go.
capsaicin crystals on it. And this one doesn't. It doesn't have the 13 million capsaicin crystals on it. It's just straight
it doesn't.
pepper.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I would think that'd be way easier than anything with capsaicin crystals on it. That's because even when you do a death nut challenge, once you get to the final one, that's the one that really kind of messes with you.
The Sinister from Inferno Candy Company, they sent us the product. They asked us to review it, so I reviewed that. It's coming out tomorrow.
Brad says 2.0 is worse.
It's twice as bad as the 1.0. I can't believe that.
No, really?
I don't know. I was able to boot most of it up, so I didn't have cramps that bad, but I still cramped. I still cramped for about 3 hours afterwards. So I mean,
Well,
it was bad.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like Hell Puff where I was like throwing up in the shower, all that stuff. No.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm sorry, guys. I have a 8 a.m. meeting in the morning. I'm dropping.
Well,
Good.
and I was
gotta
getting
be
ready to
in
wrap
time.
this up anyway. So I mean, we've gone for almost 2 hours. I don't know if either one of y'all want to carry this on somewhere else.
I'm gonna do my typical nightly gaming stream for Evil Dead here shortly.
I'm
so.
actually gonna get in bed and chill and watch TV.
Well, there you go.
I'm gonna go
If
to
you want
bed.
to watch him game, go on to Groovy Lava Squirrel. If you want to watch her sleep, don't.
You can't.
Yeah, she's not gonna stream it.
If you
Jody's
just look in
outta
the
here.
window and press your face against it really close.
Really close.
Look at that gray, Phil. See, I told you. Look at that gray coming in.
I got a little.
I see
Yeah,
it. I
but
see
you got a rookie amount
It's
of
like
gray
little
in there.
speckles of gray. Yeah,
Exactly,
that's what
right?
I have.
He's like, look
That's
at
what I
this gray. Look. Yeah, if I grew mine out, it'd be like, he's like, you don't even have a beard, Phil. It's like, no, it's all white. So
It's like a polar
One of the
bear,
reasons-
just clear monofilament.
One of the reasons I stopped dyeing my hair is because I have sisters that are less than a year younger than me. Actually, they're twin sisters, and they have a lot of gray. And I was like, "What does my gray look like?" Because I've been dyeing my hair since I was 13, and I never stopped. And so I stopped.
I will
And
never
I
dye
have
my
less
hair.
gray than they do. I have less
I'll
gray
never dye
than
mine.
my younger sisters.
I earned this gray.
I earn my gray too. It's like hair glitter.
when I was a teenager, I used to use my mom's mascara on my mustache to make it look a little thicker. But other than that,
And everybody knew it too, and they just laughed.
probably.
They probably did.
So, hey, everyone, I want to thank everyone for being up on the panel tonight, everyone out in the chat. That's helped to make this night more interesting.
Love you, Phil.
I appreciate you guys all being here. Love you guys. Keep it spicy.
Keep it spicy, man.
Keep it spicy.